Hi everybody and welcome to another week of family dinners at the Family Seesaw, and today's meal starts with this. So one of the things that Tony really missed from back in the States was cornbread. Now any good southern cook will have a great recipe for cornbread made with cornmeal, but almost every pantry in the US has a box of this in it at any given time, Jiffy Corn Muffin Mix. Now you can buy this on Amazon, or there are a number of like online American grocery stores that you can find if you do a Google search, and most of them carry this as well. So I buy this on Subscribe and Save from Amazon, so I buy 5 or 6 packs at a time every few months, and so we've always got some. It's great with it's great made into little muffins like this, and served with chili or something like that as a change from rice, but quite versatile. We have to sometimes have it with barbecue. I sometimes add jalapenos or cheese in with it to give it a bit of a different taste, but tonight we're using it to make a taco bake. So instead of tacos or tortillas, we're having cornbread as a base. So I've made up the cornbread into a single slab of cornbread. So instead of the little muffins, it's an 8-inch square tin. The Jiffy Mix uses an egg and a third of a cup of milk, so really easy to mix it all together, and it bakes in about 15 minutes. Over here in the pan I've got some mince, which I've cooked up with a package of taco seasoning, a little bit of water and a can of black beans that have been drained and stirred through. I'm going to put that on top of the cornbread. Then on top of that I'm going to add everything in this bowl here, which is sour cream mixed with some grated cheddar and some red onion. So that's going to form like the topping. Put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then when it comes out, I'm going to top it with traditional taco toppings. So I'm going to put a chopped tomato. Over here I've got some lettuce, which I will shred up and put on. And then I've also got some hot salsa. And we will put a little bit more cheese over the top as well. So I will come back to show you the finished product, but it fills our need for Mexican flavors with the taco meat. It's a bit Southern American with the cornbread base, and something we think we're really going to enjoy. So we have tried something a bit like this before, but not this exact recipe. So I found this on a Pinterest search, and so hopefully it's going to turn out good, but I will come back and show you the finished product. And so there's our finished taco bake. You can see in the bottom there, we've got the layer of cornbread. And we've got the taco meat with the beans, we've got the sour cream and onion and cheese across the top. I've got a bit of lettuce and tomato. I didn't layer it over the top. You could just put it over the top so it all builds like a taco, but I've just put mine on the side with a little bit extra cheese, and I've got some spicy salsa there on the plate. So, yep, cornbread taco bake. Looks like it's going to be really good, and looking forward to enjoying this for a cool Thursday evening. I've finished work for the Christmas period, so looking forward to this kicking off my Christmas celebrations. Hi everybody, so it's Friday evening and we've got a crock-pot meal tonight. We've had a busy day. Caleb and I went to see Father Christmas, we then went to see Grandma, and had quite a busy day, so we left the crock-pot on when we left this morning. This is just something I call chicken and gravy because that's essentially what it is. But for the gravy I use a can of condensed chicken soup, and 2 packets of the roast chicken gravy powder, and then about a cup and a half, something like that, of water, just to be able to mix it all together to make a nice smooth sauce. And then I put in a pack of frozen chicken mini fillets, and we just left it to cook all day. So you get the nice gravy, which is really chickeny because it's made with chicken gravy powder and chicken soup. And then you've got the pieces of chicken in with that. And to go with that tonight, we've got some, well, it's really close. I don't know why I'm so zoomed in. There you go, that's better. Some steamed vegetables, mixed vegetables. And over here in the Active Fryer, we've got some little roasties. So a bit of a take on a roast dinner, but the chicken done in the crock pot with some delicious saucy gravy. So there is Caleb's. He's got 2 pieces of chicken with some roasties and some veg. And over here is mine. I've got 3 pieces of the chicken with, again, roasties and veg. And then Tony will have the rest. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday evening, and with all the busy lead up to Christmas with shopping, and we had a football match this morning. I've just gone for a standby meal for us, an old favourite, for dinner tonight. So this is the quick sausage fried rice. So basically cook up some rice. You can either use boil in the bag, you can use a microwave rice, or you just cook up a pot of rice, whatever's easiest for you, whatever you've got in the pantry. Make a 2-egg omelette in a large pan. So I made it in this frying pan before I put everything else in there, so it's quite a large flat omelette, so thin omelette. Slice it up once it's cooked. I've got some chipolata sausages that I just chopped up and cooked through in the pan. Once the sausage was cooked, I added in some peppers and red onion. Usually I add mushroom as well, but I didn't have any left in the fridge, so we've just got the peppers and onions. Add the cooked rice, add a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce, light soy sauce. I added a little bit of ginger and garlic with the vegetables as well, and just mix it all together. Really, it really does come together really quickly. I've had a more detailed version of this in a previous Meals of the Week video. We'll just sprinkle, probably for Caleb, a little bit of cheese over the top of his, perhaps for Tony and I a little bit of chili sauce or something like that to have a little bit more flavour. But yeah, quick and easy supper for a busy Christmas Saturday. Hi everybody, so it's Sunday evening, just 2 sleeps to go now to Christmas. I wasn't going to do roast dinner today, but I popped into Tesco and they had their legs of lamb on half price this afternoon. We don't have lamb very often. Tony doesn't eat lamb. I love lamb, but it's not usually worth buying it because we end up throwing some away. But these were the small, I bought a half leg of lamb and it was like £2 something, so perfect. So Caleb's got some lamb and a bit of chicken, because I also picked up a small roasting chicken, which Tony's having. We've got roast potatoes, vegetables, and of course some mint sauce. And there's my plate, so I've just got the lamb with the same roast potatoes, vegetables and mint sauce. So yes, a good roast dinner for Sunday before Christmas, getting us into the festive spirit. Hi everybody, so it's Christmas Eve, which I think makes it Monday. Last few years we've eaten out on Christmas Eve, but we haven't this year. We're obviously going to be away for part of the period between Christmas and New Year. We've had a really busy lead up to Christmas, so we've just decided to eat at home tonight. So got some pork chops at the store today, just cooked them up in the pan and then finished them off in the oven. We've got some creamy mashed potatoes. Tony and I have got baked beans, and Caleb doesn't like baked beans, so he's got sweet corn and then some gravy for the potatoes and pork chops. So a simple Christmas Eve supper, but a lot of our favourites there with the mash and the pork chops. Caleb's got his new Christmas jammies on. Da-da, there you are. Wow.
Slippers.
And your slippers. Oh, it all matches.
I've got some too.
So what do we say to everybody?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Great job. Hi everybody, so it is Christmas Day, and as I've mentioned in a couple of other videos, we've decided to keep it really simple this year. A couple of reasons. One is there's just the 3 of us for dinner today, and the other is that we are going away to Disneyland Paris later in the week, and that's really what we're looking forward to. And I have, in years gone by, had the big meal plan with the time plan for how everything's going to work out. I had appetizers, had all the trimmings with the main course and several options for desserts. And I just didn't want all that fuss this year, just for the 3 of us. You know, to us, it's just a simple roast dinner is ideal for us. So a couple of things. One, as you can see, it's dark outside, so it is normal. Ignore that very messy kitchen now that the meal is all prepared. It's dark outside, so we're having our dinner at our normal dinner time rather than earlier in the day, which we would do if we had visitors for Christmas. And I've got about half of it carved up here. A roast turkey, some stuffing, and some obviously pigs in blankets, obligatory on Christmas Day. We've got some mixed steamed vegetables. Didn't make the Brussels sprouts. I did buy some sprouts and some bacon, and I was going to make a bacon and Brussels dish, but just decided not to. We've just had a really relaxing day watching Christmas movies and things like that, and just couldn't be bothered. So nobody else is bothered, and therefore that's absolutely fine. We've got a combination there of roast potatoes and roast parsnips done in the actor fryer. I've got some whole cranberry sauce, which is in my end of the table because I'm the only one that will eat that. And we've got some turkey gravy in our little Christmas jug there. So yeah, that's our Christmas dinner. Couple of things I would say. I bought a smaller turkey than I would normally, and it has dried out a bit. I'm not entirely happy with it. And I think if I was doing that again, I would either buy a large chicken, which I think is just slightly easier to cook, or I would buy a big turkey and then just carve up the extra meat and put it in the freezer for another day. So yeah, that's just the only thing I'm not entirely happy with. But as you saw, if you saw my grocery haul on Christmas Eve, I've got a number of little mini desserts to have for after dinner. We've got some wine in the fridge to have with dinner, and Caleb's got his new Christmas mug that he got in preparation for going to Disneyland from his favourite toy, who is Tigger, and Merry Christmas Christmas cup. So he's got that ready for some, I think he's having J2O, so he can feel like he's having wine. But yes, so Merry Christmas to your family from ours. We're going to tuck into our quite muted Christmas dinner. For me, this is, if I had been making videos in previous years, you would have seen this is completely trimmed down and pared down for us. It's nothing near what we would normally have. But I actually feel really relaxed and really not at all fussed over having made Christmas dinner. The day's been really relaxing for us, which was really part of the plan. So tomorrow night we have to get an early night, as we got a very early start to get to the airport on Thursday. So yeah, this was quite nice, easing into Christmas dinner. So Merry Christmas.